Okay, welcome to Rampage. At a different time, and this is what this entire show is all about. For me personally, this is what I see. Now I'll go through the show, but I want to give my thoughts on what's going on right now from 7 to 8 o'clock. Now, first match, Adam Cole versus 10 of the Dark Order. I'm not going to say it was a bad match. Not. Because it wasn't. 10 looked pretty good. He dominated most of the match. But then you see Adam Cole take over and he does what he does best. Make someone look bad. And basically, he had to do a nut shot with his leg to win the match. And he won the match. The question is going to be, who is next for Adam Cole to deal with? Because I know Adam Cole will be going up against Adam Hangman Page for the title. And I believe at the Revolution. But the question is, after that, who is he facing? And what will we be getting until March 8th? Will we get in a match with him? Will we just get him talking? Because this is the way I see it. Adam Cole, before Revolution, has either a couple more matches, or he will not match anybody, and he will just do promos, talks, or maybe fights. That's what it's going to be down to for me personally. I don't know which one it's going to be. If I had to decide, I would let him do more promos and still show the division between Fish and O'Reilly against the Bucks. Who is he going to eventually side with if he wins the title from Hangman Page or not? Because this needs to be taken care of, but it doesn't need to be rushed. But at least you'll show, is he leaning towards the Bucks or is he leaning towards O'Reilly or Fish? That's what I think they should be focusing on before Revolution. Now, the face of the Revolution ladder match, Powerhouse Hobbs versus Dante Martin. I knew who was going to win. There was no way Dante was going to go into this match. Now, mind you, many people would say, well, Dante should go into the match because you already got Wardlow in the match, and now you got Keith Lee in the match. It would make sense to have a smaller guy there. Now, they still have one more spot open, so there can be an extra person there who's small. But I didn't expect Dante to be that person. There is no way Dante is going to get that spot. He's not ready for it yet. Mind you, I know many people will say he's ready for it, and there are going to be some idiots who are going to say, why are you being so bad to the black man? Really? You got Keith Lee, who's black. You got Powerhouse Hobbs, who's now going in it, who's black. You would actually go there. And I know some people would say that. And they're dumb. I'm going by ability. I'm going by if they're ready. And when it comes to Dante Martin, he's not ready. Even though he's got great ability in the ring as a high flyer and some good ability as a ground wrestler, he's not ready. He doesn't have a lot of charisma, and he doesn't really have a big gimmick without his brother, because as Top Flight, that was his stick. His brother's been out for what now, 10 months? Or 8 months to 10 months now? He doesn't have a stick. He doesn't have a goal, and he doesn't have a direction. So he has no reason to do that. Then you got Powerhouse Hobbs, who does have a direction with Team Taz. He's just one of them muscle. There you go. I'm not saying it's great direction, but at least it's direction. Now, the 5-minute match, Selena Deeps versus, Risk? I don't know who she is. I don't recognize her. I thought at first she might have been Kimberly, but then I looked at her and I said, no, that's not Kimberly. And she got her ass whooped. I have no problem seeing Selena Deeps in this 5-minute matches. There's nothing wrong with them. Having just one person who easily has proven to be one of the best wrestlers. That's key, baby. Best wrestlers they got. Having these 5-minute matches, yes, is not something substantial. And yes, many people will say that Selena Deeps is basically doing filler. But as a gimmick while she's doing filler, it's not that bad. The question is going to be, will Hikaru Kushida come back? Or would it be someone entirely different that she's going to eventually face that she cannot beat? That's going to be the question. Who is going to beat her eventually? Or who is going to match her eventually? Because a 5-minute match, you either beat her or you match her. That's what the question is going to be. Final match. Best Friends or aka Chaos, who I don't know, versus Bullet Club. And I do know Bullet Club, but there's very few members of Bullet Club that are there that we don't already know. And the kicker is, the Bucks used to be part of Bullet Club. Kenny used to be part of Bullet Club. And Cody, I believe, was a part of Bullet Club as well. But they're not involved with this situation. Others are not involved with the situation. In other words, Kenny is still out. The Bucks are not there. I would have liked Jay White to have the Bucks come out with him because they were part of Bullet Club. And if they're not going to come out, why couldn't he have somebody who was part of Bullet Club? Just to be seen. Not to wrestle, but to be seen. I'm just saying. Now, seeing that Trent is part of Chaos, which we know nothing of Chaos. I'm botching here. You know why? Knowing full well that this other faction, New Japan Pro Wrestling, is just not really spotlighted. And I'm not saying to get footage from New Japan. Yes, we know that Trent is part of it. You know that Rocky Romero was a part of it. You know that the Orange Cassidy part of it. But they don't really emphasize it. They don't show any colors from it. They don't really do heavy promos about it. Now, if they do it on, well, let's say Elevation and Dark, they do it, does not mean it translates here because we don't see it. They don't show any footage of it, so we don't see it. So was this a good match? It was fine. It wasn't a bad match. I didn't have any problems with it. It was strong style. There was no problem with it. I did get a little worried with Trent when he landed on his neck a couple of times, but he was fine. In the end, Jay White won, which I'm not surprised. He's there. Who knows how long he's staying? Maybe he's got 6 months. Maybe a few appearances. I don't know. I think he's got like a 6-month contract and then he's gone maybe. That would probably be it. But in the end, this is what you get for this Rampage. A middle-of-the-road show. Not incredibly great. Not incredibly bad. Yes, we did get information that Bunny is going after Jade Cargill, which, look, I love Bunny. Great boobs, beautiful face. When she wants to talk, she can talk. When she wants to wrestle really well, she can. But I got no hype with Bunny because the Hardy brand with the Andrade brand does not feel substantial when it comes to the women. I'm just saying, when it comes to Penelope Forbes, when it came to the Bunny, they were spot on it like crazy. But it was like they felt important to the Hardy brand that now is the Andrade Hardy brand. It just, they don't feel it. I'm just saying, that little bit about the Extreme. You wonder when it's going to happen. My guess is if Jeff is free to go wherever the hell he wants, he will appear at Revolution. That's where he should appear instead of a random Rampage or a random Dynamite. You don't always need them on the TV show. It's more important at a pay-per-view. Now, what did I mean at the very opening of this video review? This is a test for AEW. Look, guys, we know for a fact Rampage has been on a 10-hour clock. Not clocks. I know people are not going to understand this. They're going to say, well, even when they move, their numbers are not going to be good. Because look what happened with Dynamite. They had the lowest number. I know someone's going to say in the comments below, you don't need to tell me. I know they were near 850 to 890. They were low. Doesn't matter. Not because I'm not taking that into account. This is not Dynamite. This is Rampage. This is the first real test for Rampage being on another time slot on a Friday. Yes, they get 500,000 to 600,000, basically consistent. May go a little bit above, may go a little bit below. They say about 500,000 to 600,000. That's what they do. But now, yes, the NBA All-Star Series is coming out, and they moved because it was easier that way. But the question's going to be, now that they moved to this, a time slot that is before prime time and before SmackDown, what will it give them with the ratings? Because instead of waiting until almost 10, where most people are just coming home, they're tired, or most people have already come home, and they don't want to stay up that late. I'm not saying because they're old people. There's a lot of people that work at night or work early in the morning. even on a Saturday. So this will be a test to see that if the product they produce on a weekly basis can give them numbers beyond 5 to 600,000. This is the test. Yes, the All-Stars is an excuse, and it's a good excuse to give it one shot, a one-time thing, where you wonder, will the numbers work or not? So this is what's going to happen next week. We will hear about the numbers around Monday or Tuesday, I think, of Rampage to see will they be up? Will it drop even lower because they just didn't advertise it enough? Or even if they did people actually care? Or do they care so much about SmackDown, even though it sucks compared to Raw, that their numbers still don't go down? Rampage goes down, their numbers stay consistent no matter how bad that product is, and you wonder what the hell is going on with the ratings, because yes, I said it before, I'll say it again. These advertisers and the networks, including WWE and Fox, care about the ratings. No matter if you think it's old, means nothing. As long as it's still on cable, those numbers mean something because it brings in the advertisement. And if anybody says that is just an old system with old folks, let's see you pay for Rampage. Let's see you pay for Dynamite. How do they pay it? Not just with their clothes. They pay it with advertisement. Think you're so smart. You're not. But I'm not trying to show any disrespect. This is just me. And I hope you enjoyed the Zane's View. Please give me a comment below before I go. I now understand that Elimination Chamber, which I do not understand why it's at 12 in the afternoon. It's at 12 tomorrow. So I've decided this. This is what I'm going to do. I am going to review Elimination Chamber, but I'm not going to release it in the same day. That's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to record. Then I'm going to leave it for the next day because I am going to do No Surrender. I'm only going to do No Surrender on Saturday. It makes best sense since I don't need to worry about it because No Surrender's here and the Elimination Chamber's here. This early in the morning into the afternoon. There you go. Bob's your uncle. I can do both. And I don't have to worry about rushing to do the video review because I've already watched it. The only thing I have to do is edit it. And that's it. And release it the next day. I hope you'll be willing to watch it when I do release it. Peace.